Hi everyone, I wanted to share an everyday makeup routine, or should I say what I've been doing almost every single day. Nothing new, but I thought I would just share with you the products that I have been reaching for most often. I'm always going to start out by putting on my City Lips. While I'm doing my makeup, this is going to help plump up my lips, hydrate my lips, and just make them look a little bit better by the time I get to my lipstick step. For my foundation, this is the combination I've been using almost every single day. This is by IT Cosmetics. This is their CC cream, but this is the matte version. I don't find it to be mattifying at all. I just like that it's not as shiny as the original one, but I love that it also has an SPF 40 in it, and since I deal with melasma, hyperpigmentation, I like to layer as many sunscreens as possible, so if my makeup has sunscreen in it, even better, but I don't only rely on this as my sunscreen, so I have a nice thick layer of sunscreen on first. But what I've been doing is mixing my foundation and my under eye concealer with this newest product from City Beauty. I shared it in a video. I'm obsessed with this product. I don't love all of their skincare products. There's a few that are my absolute favorites, but this is one of their newest releases that I gotta say is probably my all-time favorite product from City Beauty other than City Lips. I think it's sold out. I don't know if it'll still be sold out by the time this video goes up, so I'm not gonna rave about how much I absolutely love this in this video, but what you do is you can mix this with any of your skincare, any of your makeup, and so I just mix like, well, that's about 3-4 drops. Hopefully you saw that. I don't wanna waste it. I'm out of the country. I only have like half of this left, so I want to make sure it's going to last me for the next few months. And then I just do one pump of my IT Cosmetics, the CC Matte, and then I just mix it in my hand. It actually blends into my hand quite well. And then I just mix it up and then I apply it to my face that way. Actually, you know what, let me just zoom in. I just use that one pump to help cover up, you know, that hyperpigmentation I have here. I'm noticing that my melasma, the hyperpigmentation that I have on my forehead, and I have some melasma going down here, you can see a little bit of it here. My melasma, I notice, is not really wanting to budge right here. In fact, it's gotten a little bit worse on my forehead. Sorry, my nose itches. And I'm realizing, because I wear a hat almost every single day if I'm outside, I'm noticing that it's going right where my hat is, so that friction from my hat, it's kind of like, do I go without the hat and just pile on the sunscreen, or do I want to do sunscreen and a hat, but then still get that irritation, the friction, you know, from the hat? So it is what it is. I'm still going to wear the hat because I know that the hat still prevents, you know, the damaging rays from the UV radiation. I love the combination of these two together. I always liked this foundation. I didn't love it, but now that I've been mixing it with these drops from City Beauty, I absolutely love this. So this is the foundation I've been reaching for pretty much every single day. For my foundation, the one I've been using almost daily is a shock, probably because for anyone my age, I'm almost 50 years old, you know that we do not use Tarte Shape Tape. This is something we would see all of the younger beauty YouTubers using. And I've always liked the coverage of it, but I never liked how drying it was. But same thing, I know I said I wasn't gonna rave about this. Golly, maybe I should wait and put the video up when this comes back. But I use literally one drop of the Skin Lifting Booster, and then I just put a little swipe of the Tarte Shape Tape, and then I mix them together. Let me show you here. And see how it just turns the Shape Tape into like this super sheer kind of a serum-y, glowy type product, but you still have beautiful coverage. And that's all I use now is my Tarte Shape Tape. I really haven't tried mixing it with other concealers because I've just been loving how quick I can get ready with this. For my eyes, I'm just gonna prime them real quick. This is just the Anastasia eye primer. I got this for $13, probably a year ago. It still has more than half of it in here. You can get this on Amazon. By the way, any of the products that I'm talking about, so I don't have to constantly do this, I'm going to link them down below in the description box. But what I'm doing is, this is a product from City Beauty. I take one, get it to focus here. I take one teeny little squirt of the eye primer and then a teeny little squirt of this product from City Beauty. This is their lid lifting treatment. This is another one of my favorite products from City Beauty. But this is what I've been doing because this Anastasia primer, it's just so pigmented. Let me see if you can see. Look at, it looks like that Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, but this way I'm kind of turning it into like a skincare product. So I mix them together, and I love the way this goes on underneath my eyeshadow, and I just kind of pat on a little bit. I try not to rub too hard on my eyelids. And then I'll just take this brush from BK Beauty. This is, I think, one of the Angie Hot and Flashy brushes. Which one is this? It says A506. This one's really good for concealer under your eyes, but I actually just like it for this. This was sent to me for free. I didn't pay for this. But out of these brushes with the grayish handle, this one's my favorite one. And then my favorite BK Beauty brushes are the ones in the travel set. They're phenomenal. I'm gonna clean off my eyebrows because I always rub my skincare all over, so I get sunscreen, skincare, everything in my eyebrows. So I like to take a little Q-tip and just kind of gently rub anything off that's sitting in my brow so my brow product will stick. And then I'm going to use this from e.l.f. This is their Wow Brow. I think this one maybe is neutral brown. I'll link the one that I'm using down below. But I'm going to brush through my brow hairs with this first. And this is how I've been just getting my brows done really quickly. Oh, there's an eyebrow in here. Oh well. Or not an actual eyebrow in here. I guess an eyebrow hair is in it, but that's okay. I normally like this to dry like for a minute or so, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put on this brow pencil. I picked this up before I left the US. I've been here for over 2 months now, and I just did a big shopping spree at Sephora, Ulta, CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, and I brought a ton of stuff here. Of course, I'm not gonna share everything because I'm testing a bunch of stuff, but one of the things that I really liked is this brow pencil. I have this in the shade Rich Brown. This is by Huda Beauty or Huda Beauty. Can you see how microfine this little tip is? It's fabulous. I read some reviews and people were like, I hate it because the tip keeps breaking off and you use this whole thing up in like a week, but you don't roll it up that high when you use it. When I first got it, I had it rolled up to here when I first got it, and of course it's gonna keep breaking off. So what I do now is I roll it to like around here. Just a little smidgy is peeking out, and that's how I prevent it from breaking off. But this is beautiful. It looks like actual brow hairs when I put this on. I just do super thin strokes all over in the same direction as my brow hairs are going. And then I just take the little spoolie on the other end and then I brush through them. And I have really been enjoying the way my brows are just getting done super fast and easy with this. Then I've been putting a little bronzer on. I don't really use a contour product. I just kind of quickly bronze up my face. This is one of my favorites. This is my second one already. This is by Maybelline. This is their City Bronzer, and I have the shade, I think, 200. And then this was also sent to me for free in PR. This is by the brand, what is this? Oh, Refer. I really like their brushes, but I don't like them. Like, I have a love-hate relationship with these brushes. They're beautiful, they feel great, they blend my products really well, but the hairs fall out non-stop. I don't know, do any of you guys own these brushes? The other day I did my eyes, and then my eyes were a mess because I ended up getting a chunk of the eyeshadow brush hair in my eye, and I couldn't get it out, and it took forever, so it just messed up my mascara and everything. But I still keep using them. I really like them, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Have you tried these brushes? I know a lot of people love them. A lot of people talk about them a lot, but maybe I'm doing something wrong. I'm not a fan of having the hairs go in my eyes, or even on my face after I do my makeup. I'm like trying to get the hair off my face because it like sticks. So I don't know. Maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. For my blush, I've been reaching for this one. This is by MAC. I'm not really a huge fan of a bunch of MAC products, but I love their blushes. What are these called? This is their MAC Mineralized blushes. This is in the shade Happy Go Rosy. I really like them. They're like mattifying, but they have like a sheen to them, if that makes sense. I'm also using a Refer brush again. For my eyeshadow, this is one of my absolute favorites. This is by Wet n Wild. It's already broken. This is their Always Naked eyeshadow palette. This has been a well-loved palette since I bought it, 3 months ago. This is pretty much the palette I'm wearing every single video that I actually have makeup on, and many of you have left comments like, what are you wearing on your eyes? It looks different. This palette is stunning. I never use this shade. It's like too chunky of glitter for me, and I'm not a makeup artist, so I don't really know how to wear it properly. But this shade right here, oh my gosh, this is my favorite, and this is what I wear every single time I've been wearing makeup in a video that you guys keep saying, what is on your eyes? That's different than what you normally wear. Because, you know, normally I just wear boring eyeshadows. But let me just show you how beautiful this is. It looks kind of whitish, but the shift on it, it almost has like a purplish green shimmer in it. It looks so pretty, not of course all over my eyes, but this is what I use on my eyelid. I might put a smidgy of it on today, but since it's daytime, I feel like a weirdo when I'm out and about with too much makeup on over here. But I'm just gonna show you what I've been doing every day, for the most part during the day. I'm gonna use these two brushes. They're dirty, I used them yesterday, but they're not ready to be cleaned yet. This one is one of my favorites from Wet n Wild also. This is a fabulous brush. And then I'm also gonna use this one by Refer. Again, like I said, I have a love-hate relationship with these. I love the way it blends my eyeshadow, but then hairs always fall out. Let me see if any hairs come out now. Maybe I should do that before I start. No, these feel pretty secure in here today, so I'm probably safe. But the shades I reach for pretty much every day is this shade right here is like my favorite. This is so perfect to put in my crease, or this shade, and then I just deepen it up maybe with this or this. But like I said, I haven't tried this shade. I've tried it, it just looks silly on me. I don't know, I feel too made up. But so that's all I'm gonna do. I'm just going to start out with this shade. These have a little bit of fallout, but golly, the quality of these and the way they blend, they're just so creamy and beautiful. But just this one shade, I will wear this shade alone by itself and then slap on mascara and I'm done. I love this shade. It's actually kind of like, looks like a bronzer, and then other times I just use my bronzer. And then I think I'm just gonna take a smidge of this shade and then just deepen that up just a little bit. And it's okay if I just kind of slap it on messy, because I'm going to clean it up a little bit in the end. And then I'm gonna take this Wet n Wild one and just kind of blend it a little bit. One thing over here, a lot of the ladies, they don't wear much makeup. They might wear eyeliner and that's about it, but not many people wear makeup. They're not into sunscreen over here. You know, I love makeup, but I'm still not trying to like have everyone, you know, notice the one American girl walking with all of the bright makeup. And then I'll usually take this shade right here and I put this on my lid. I want to show you this shade, so I'm just going to put the teeniest amount. Do you see how it's kind of powdery on my finger here? So I kind of tap it off on my hand some, or I'll just press it one time on my hand just so I don't have this kind of shimmery glitter fall down on my face. If I use this, I put like the teeniest amount. Do you see how just that small amount, that glittery, it kind of just brightens it up, and then I just kind of blend it. I put more on than I wanted to put on, but I wanted to show you how pretty this is. But this is what I've been wearing pretty much in every single video. And then people are asking me, what eyeliner am I using? I really don't use eyeliner. I just use a darker eyeshadow, and I use this brush. This is from Real Techniques. This is Holy Grail brush. I got this at CVS. I think you can get this on Amazon, so I'll link it down below. But I'll use any dark shade. These are very silky. Let me just show you what that looks like. After I tapped in, I'll use my arm. Do you see how this just draws a beautiful line? But it's not like that harsh line like what an eyeliner does. So if I use an eyeliner, which I really haven't been, I've just been going straight to mascara, I just want to show you how you can just use this brush. And again, I still try to make everything quite natural and just kind of blend it out. And then I'll put it on the outer corner, just on the lower, probably like 4th or 3rd of my lower line. And then I'll also bring it up this way. And then I'll take that brush and then just lightly blend it. And then I typically don't curl my eyelashes before I do mascara, but my Revitalash, even though I love it because it makes my lashes grow really long, I will grow these rogue hairs every now and then that are just like growing in all these different directions. So I like to brush through my lashes quickly. Then I'm going to just do a quick curl on each side. And this doesn't stop these hairs that are growing in weird directions, but at least it kind of helps, because sometimes one will be growing like straight down and it drives me nuts. Now I'm just gonna put on a little bit of my favorite mascara. This is by City Beauty. This one's probably almost time to change out, but I'm really trying to use products longer here since I can't buy stuff over here. Actually, a funny story, when I was here in South America last time, Leah from Skin Beautiful RX, she wanted to send me a product. And I was like, yeah, that'd be great if you could send it over here. And so she checked and saw that she could ship here. So we were all excited thinking that I'd be able to get a product over here. And little did I know, customs over here does not allow skincare to come in. So my husband and I, we had to go drive 2 hours to a different town. Yeah, this one's getting too thick, so it's starting to kind of clump on my eyes. But we had to drive to a different town. Okay, as I'm talking, this is what I'm talking about. Let me zoom in. Wrong way. Do you see on the top of my lip? You see this? Where'd it go? This is what I'm talking about with those rougher brushes. Do you see this? This hair? This is what I'm talking about with those rougher brushes. So anyways, my husband and I, we drove to the main city, and my husband went in because he speaks Spanish, and he saw them open it. They had to open it with him in front of him, and he saw it right there, the product, and then they said, oh no, this is skincare, you can't have it. So they said we had to go through this whole long process, and we started the process, but then nobody would reply back. They're just not really into skincare over here at all. You know, they do sell some stuff. If you follow me on Instagram, I like to show the price difference of the cost here versus what I have to pay in the United States. They have basic stuff like Nivea, Neutrogena, but they don't have all of them. They just have a few creams, a few moisturizers, but it's extremely expensive for skincare over here. So somebody in customs either threw out the skincare since they wouldn't let me have it, or somebody is walking around with amazing skin over here in Uruguay. It's probably time to throw out this mascara. I've been using it for probably 4 months now, so it's drying up, and I really don't like to use mascara longer than 3 months anyways. So I definitely learned my lesson and knew that I could never have skincare shipped here. Even though you're able to ship here, customs won't let me have it. So this time I brought 4 suitcases. I paid extra for 2 of them, and 1 suitcase with my clothes, shoes, you name it, but 3 of the suitcases were skincare, mostly skincare, and then some makeup. I feel like mascara makes a huge difference. I'm just gonna take a little bit of concealer on this flat brush. This is also one of those BK beauty brushes, one of the Angie Hot and Flashy ones. This is the A505, but I'm gonna just, let's just zoom in. But I'm just gonna clean this up and make it look like a more precise line with a little concealer. And we're done. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm gonna blend this out. I'm gonna take this same brush, and on my Tarte Shape Tape, I'm just gonna lightly tap around where it's kind of like drying up a little bit. And then I'm gonna wipe off that excess, and then I'm just gonna go right underneath where you see that line to try to fix a little bit of that hollowed out area. Like I said, the only way to fix that hollow area is to fill it with fillers, but you know, I don't want fillers. So I'll just put a little makeup over it. And I'm just putting the smallest amount, not enough, you know, to allow it to crease or anything like that. And then I'm gonna wipe off my city lips, and then I wanna put a little concealer. I always put concealer or foundation around my lips so that when I put on my lip liner, it has something to, I don't know, it's like a primer, just something to stick to. And then I put a smidgy of my Lime Crime lip primer on, and I just rub it around. And then I'll try to keep my lips like this. so that it dries and doesn't go into the little creases in my lips. That's why I like to put the City Lips on first to plump up my lips, and then I'll put this on afterwards and just let it dry. And then, because I have, you know, some little lip wrinkles around here, they're really small, but still I notice, especially this one, and my lip gloss sometimes will try to bleed up into that, and this really helps prevent that from happening. And then I pretty much always use my Estee Lauder Double Wear lip liner. This is in the shade Brick, and I always like to blend this out with a lip brush. This is not a creamy lip liner. It's kind of drying, but I like it because it doesn't bleed, it doesn't smudge, and it pretty much stays put for a very, very long time. And this doesn't really match this lipstick, but I'll blend it and make it blend. This is one of my favorites by Burt's Bees. This is, I think it's called Hawaiian Smolder. I love this lipstick. And then I'm gonna put on a little bit of my City Lips. I always have to have a gloss. This is in the shade Nude York. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know, what are your current everyday makeup products that you reach for most often, or if you have any absolute favorites that you wanted to share, leave that down below as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.